lọ́gbọ́n tán tún yà sílẹ̀ o. gbọ́jà kó wá polówó kájí ó bùgbàjẹ́ ọmọ bẹ́ẹ̀ wá jí ní tèmi Success Radio la wá ń gbọ́. ẹ̀mí àgbọ̀ rédíò station tí a kọ́ ní lọ́gbọ́n online radio Success Radio tó kárí ayé pátá o. bàbá ni wọ́n falákalẹ̀ tí wọ́n ní fàáyé ìròyìn tó pójú owó ṣáàmà ni wọ́n mú wá o. àtòrin agbọ́gbádùn fẹ̀yìn aráalé o. tún àwọn ètò akọ́nilọ́gbọ́n tán tún yà sílẹ̀ o. gbọ́jà kó wá polówó kájí ó bùgbàjẹ́ ọmọ bẹ́ẹ̀ wá jí ní tèmi Success Radio la wá ń gbọ́. ẹ̀mí.
Thank you so much for being there. We are back again on your darling program, on your darling station, Success Radio. This is Eco Pointer on Tuesday morning. Make sure you join us. Ensure you help us to share it, give it. Send it to your contacts. Let your people be part of it. As we have always said, business is not what one person can do. It has to be a combination of hands. Somebody has to be the buyer, somebody has to be the seller, and everybody has to make profit from it. Connect us right there on Facebook or on YouTube. You can also download the app of Success Radio Ibadan on your Google app. This morning, within the short time that we actually have, we're going to relay and very quickly share with us economic and financial information that will be of benefit to you, as we have always done on this program every Tuesday morning. Are you aware that the World Bank has already sent warning to the Central Bank of Nigeria on the negative impact of the Naira redesign? The CBN, that the Central Bank of Nigeria, has also informed the public how much they are spent on the printing and destruction, printing of the new note and destruction of the old note. Are you aware also that the Osun State government already had sacked revenue collectors that have been collecting money from them, particularly from the quarry side? And on this program this morning, we want to quickly discuss the major headwinds, major storms that Nigerian firms faced in the course of 2022. That is very important for us to know. What are the challenges that Nigerian companies, Nigerian enterprises, business owners, small scale, large scale, medium scale, what are the challenges they faced in the course of this 2022? We will get ourselves to know. All right, like they say, there is no time to check time. The World Bank has sent warning onto the Central Bank of Nigeria about the negative impact of Naira redesign on the economy and on household. The World Bank warned that the time and the short transition period to the redesigned Naira note will have negative impact on the economic activities and the poorest household in the Nigerian economy. What is the meaning of what they're saying? The World Bank is saying the submission of the World Bank, they said their submission is based on experiences of nations in the past where rapid implementation of policy generated significant short-term costs, especially on small-scale businesses and on poor households. How do we mean by what we're saying? What we're saying is that it is not actually that the Naira redesign is bad. That's not what the World Bank is saying. What the World Bank is saying is that the short term or the short period of time to ensure the implementation of the policy is carried out within Nigeria is what will possibly have a negative effect on the economy and on the poor household. And what are the samples of those impacts that are likely to have on the small scale businesses and on poor households? One of them is possibly the shortage of cash that is needed to do daily transactions. Because as we speak presently, the new note we're talking about is not really in circulation. It's very scanty, very scanty. You don't find it everywhere. And we are also expecting that the bank's ATM will dole out, will dispense the new note. But up till now, the bank's ATM don't dispense the new note. It's still the old note in circulation. So if by January 31st we say the old note ceases to be a legal tender, that is, people will no more accept it for transaction, even the old note we're talking about is not available as expected. So what do we do? Yes, we can do the cashless policy and transfer money, but somebody that wants to buy things that doesn't worth more than 50 naira, 100 naira, 200 naira, will they also be sending by phone cashless and doing e-transaction for 50 naira? All right, another one that is likely to affect the small scale business and poor household is rejection of the new notes by uninformed public. How do we mean and what do we mean? There are uninformed public, there are uninformed persons who have not seen the new note before, and by the time somebody give it to them, they say, what? I don't want this one. It's not like the one I used to have before. And it becomes a lot of fight and struggles. And that again will affect businesses because buyers will not be able to buy, sellers will not be able to sell. and profit will not come. Again this morning, I want to inform you that the CBN has told the Nigerian public that it has spent about 800 billion naira in printing of the new notes and in destruction of the old one. The CBN, through one of its deputy governors, Aishat Ahmed, said the bank spent about 150 billion naira yearly on naira maintenance. She also said at the Green Chamber, that is the House of Representatives, that the CBN has spent over 800 billion naira to maintain naira from 2017 till 2021. This deputy governor of the CBN, who is in charge of financial system stability, also said that maintenance cost of naira had increased yearly by 10 billion naira. What is this telling us? Even the nation is spending a lot of money to maintain the naira that we are spending. So we spend naira to get naira. I appreciate you so much, Omolaja Toyin Adebayo. Thank you so much for being there. And I've also seen Tunde Bello right there with us. Thank you so much. We appreciate you. I've also seen Oredola Idowu. Thank you so much for being there. I say good morning. Good morning to you. Wonderful end of the year, and we wish you a prosperous new year in advance. The Osun State government sacked revenue collectors at Quarry. The Osun State government has sacked its consultants and revenue collectors at the various quarries spread all over the Osun State territory. The secretary of the newly inaugurated Committee on Solid Minerals, Mr. Ashim Abioye, has ordered the quarry revenue collectors to stop acting for the state. He emphasized that the action is aimed to stop the loss of revenue to illegal workers because some authorized agents have been collecting government revenue into private pockets. That's a very big allegation that a lot of collectors of revenue from the diggers of solid minerals all over Osun State, they are collecting the money and they are sending to the private pocket. Therefore, the government is saying they should stop. The government don't want to see them there again. The government wants to make a new arrangement any moment from now. But right here, as we do our little analysis that we do, I have an objection to that. A kind of observation, so to say. And what is my observation? You see, why just ask them to get away and go off the place? If you are sure and you know that these people have been collecting revenue and they have not been remitting to the government account, to the government purse, why not arrest them and prosecute them? Asking them to leave the site and go away, I consider it not to be good enough. Why not arrest them? Because the money they are supposed to collect is the money that belongs to the public. It belongs to the people. So why not arrest them and prosecute them instead of asking them to simply depart in peace to go and enjoy the alleged money that has been said they stole? For me, I want to believe, if the Osun State government believe that these people they had actually done wrong, then they should be punished. That is why we have a government. That is why we have elected a governor to be there. That is why the committee and whoever is representing the people, they are there. They should get the people's money back from those who stole it. All right, we'll go on in the program. We have this information also for you. This one says 6 major headwinds Nigerian firms faced in 2022. Of course, this is the last edition of Eco Pointer for this year, 2022. And before we depart on the program, we want to inform us what are the major challenges that Nigerian companies face in the course of this year. One of the key challenges that Nigerian companies, Nigerian businesses face, business owners, workers, people who are investors, and everybody that are involved in businesses, what are the challenges they face? There are 6 of them here. Number 1 is the Russia-Ukraine war, which started on the 24th of February 2022. This Russian-Ukraine war caused a lot of disruption to the supply chain. So a lot of companies could not have the raw materials they needed. On the high seas, because of the war, many ships could not pass, and a lot of raw materials from Russia, from Ukraine, that go from there to other parts of the world were affected. Supply could not be made. Those who are to receive those materials could not get them, and production could not come on. Do you know, because of this Russian-Ukraine war, cereal, the material, those agricultural products that are used in the production of bread, which come majorly from Ukraine, were not in supply. You will take note that the price of bread kept shooting up ever since that February 24, 2022. You will also take note a lot of food prices also went up globally, and Nigeria is not left out. Food prices went up in this nation since that February. Not only that, on the side of Russia supplied gas to many countries of the world, and I tell you, because of the war, a lot of countries could not get enough gas. It's also one of those things why the petroleum prices went up, because there was scarcity, production were affected, and many people have to face the consequence of this thing. Another challenge that Nigerian companies, Nigerian businesses face is increase in energy costs during the year. And not only the increase in the cost of energy, there was also scarcity of needed energy products. This year alone, the price of diesel went up. The diesel that is needed by the manufacturing firm, the prices went up. Petrol prices needed by almost everybody, the prices went up. At another point, people could not even find them to buy, and all of these were affecting businesses. During the year also, the CBN, the Central Bank of Nigeria, they adjusted their monetary policy by way of increasing the bank rate. The bank lending rate was increased all over the nation, and this affected businesses because it made the cost of capital to go up. People could not easily get loan to do businesses, so they have to get loan at a very high cost. And you know what that means to business. When you get loan at increased interest rate, it made the cost of production to also go up. We are also aware of this, that the depreciation of the naira was a really serious matter during the year. In the dollar, in fact, it went as much down as saying 900 naira to one single dollar in the course of 2022. And as you know, that Nigeria is import-dependent economy. Most of the things we do here, we import them. So whatever goes wrong with the naira goes wrong with the Nigerian economy. So that affected a lot of businesses, and that made a lot of prices to also shoot up. There was also the weakening macroeconomic environment within Nigeria. The taxation and the revenue policy of the government were not strong enough, and that put many companies and businesses in uncertainty. They don't even know what the government is about to do. So a lot of companies could not plan. They don't know what to do, whether they should mass produce, whether they should produce a little, whether they should produce much. They don't know. It affected decision, and it affected businesses.
Omilẹ̀tìtì sọ́sọ́sọ́ Ìbàdàn ìkànnì ayé gbọ́. Òun ṣẹlẹ̀lẹ̀ omilẹ̀tìtì sọ́sọ́sọ́ Ìbàdàn ìkànnì ayé gbọ́. Òun ṣẹlẹ̀lẹ̀.
And lastly on the program this morning, the Japa wave during the year, a lot of Nigerians stepping out of the nation to go to other countries affected the businesses in Nigeria, because a lot of workers left the country to go elsewhere, and companies who had their workers before, there was vacancy, and production were disrupted, many things were affected. All right, on this note, we are going to round off this morning because of our timing. We round off. By God's grace, we'll be meeting again by next year, 2023. And my prayer is that the new year will be for our prosperity. All things will work together for our good. And your anchor on the program, Kolawole Kayode, is saying on Eco Pointer for the last edition this morning, bye for now. Thank you for being there.
Òun ṣẹlẹ̀lẹ̀.